And hello, everybody. It's great to meet you today and to have you on this webinar. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Natalia Nesnik. I am of the family, of the owning family, so it's very much a family-owned resort. Zanzibar White Sand has been set in 2014. It was started by my father, who absolutely fell in love with Zanzibar. If you sell a destination, if you've been there, you might understand why. It's so beautiful with stunning beaches of white sand. And he specifically fell in love with the place where we have built Zanzibar White Sand. So it used to be a bush, and we really created the property, which also gave us a lot of options to fund it set it and design it in the way we wanted and we envisioned it. So it's been 10 years now. We're on the beachfront of Paje in Zanzibar in the southeast coast. We're a boutique luxury resort. We have 16 villas only. It's 65 pax capacity, and we're very much in the mindful luxury segment. So you'll see through the presentation, through the pictures, the location, and also our initiatives, we really want our guests to connect with the nature, to completely relax in this elegant and high standard environment. We're part of Relais Châteaux since 2017, and we're the only property in Tanzania, and we're Serendipians as well. Zanzibar, to give you a little bit of context, a very beautiful island just on the coast of Tanzania. And we are located 1 hour away from Stone Town, from the international airport. We have our own cars for transfers as well, including VIP cars that you see here on this picture. And we love this area because the southeast coast of Zanzibar is one of those places that is still very much untouched by a lot of tourism, by a lot of commercial buildings and so on. The north part of Zanzibar tends to be more crowded. You'll find a lot of beautiful hotels, and the beach is absolutely stunning as well, but there is just a lot more activity. The southeast coast, by contrast, is very natural. You see the beach that is behind me in the background, and you'll see it through the pictures as well. So really our most important USP relating to the location is that it is quiet. You will not have beach boys or activities or full moon party next to you. So that's to give this really relaxing atmosphere. Zanzibar has also evolved a lot in the last 10, 15 years. About 3 years ago, the island got a new airport terminal, and it is operated by Emirates. So we have the Marhaba service as well, which is very nice. And I always recommend it because you get out of the airplane and you can go through a private lounge, fast track through security and immigration. It costs about $90 per person, and you'll just avoid any queues and have a nice arrival to Zanzibar. And then 1 hour away to the hotel. Lots of direct flights, very good connections from Europe, from mainland after safari, from Middle East, from South Africa. And in general, in Zanzibar, the weather is tropical. It's pretty much beautiful the whole time. The only green season we get is around April and May. To finish this context of the area we're located in, I wanted to share these pictures because Zanzibar is tidal, and you'll find that there is a high tide and a low tide. The low tide comes every 12 hours. So depends on the day. It changes by 45 minutes every day. So it can be at 7 a.m. or at 5 a.m. or, at any time of the day. And we have calendars for that too. And what's really important and a key feature of our location is that there is just pure white sand at the bottom of the ocean in front of our hotel. And it's quite unique in Zanzibar. It means that when the water goes out for about 1 hour and a half, you have this beautiful view that you see here on the left side with just a little bit of water. You can walk around, find starfishes, and have these beautiful shades of blue in the water. And this is in contrast to other parts of the island that may have coral rock that looks very beautiful when there's middle tide or high tide, but as soon as the low tide goes, it is not so pretty and you need to wear reef shoes. The picture on the right is how it looks like 80% of the time. You can swim, you can go on the beach with our electric bicycles, and really enjoy a beautiful beach, like here, a lagoon really. Because we also have a coral reef that is 2 kilometers away in the ocean, and that protects us from waves, from big fishes, from seaweed, or like big, just other events, and creates this beautiful lagoon right in front of the hotel. Just a few words about our values. As a family-owned resort, we really come from a place of love, a love for property, a love for the area. For Zanzibar and for the community, we want to contribute to it. So from the foundations, we have invested enormously in solar power. We have the only wind turbine in Zanzibar as well. And last year, we built 4 new luxury villas. They're the first villas in East Africa in this standard to be 100% powered by renewable energy. And we have a lot of different also projects. We manufacture our own bottled water because we could not find suppliers that were delivering in bottled water, in glass bottles, sorry, in Zanzibar. So we decided to make it our own. We have carpentry in-house, tailoring in-house, and so on. And the cosmetics are made just 1 kilometer away from the hotel. And to get into the main part of the topic, the resort. So we are 16 villas and 3 rooms. It's really a boutique luxury hotel. The accommodations are between 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 5. And in each, you'll always find dedicated butler service, a lot of privacy, up to 1,500 square meters of privacy that you'll see on the next pictures as well. Air conditioned, mosquito net, laptop safe, and all the amenities you can expect in this standard. And always either a private pool, and this is for the majority of our accommodation, or a hot tub, or both. And here is a little picture of our beachfront 1-bedroom villa. So all the 1-bedroom villas, they're on the beachfront, and they look like this. It's a specific architecture because you have 2 units. On one side is the bedroom with on top of it a rooftop terrace, and the second part is the living room. There is a big terrace, also a private pool, outdoor dining. The whole area is 1,500 square meters, and has a direct access to the beachfront as well. The bedrooms have very toned colors. We're also refreshing them this year, so you'll see that they are getting lighter also. We have living room that is separate, always with articles from Zanzibar, but also quite modern and very homey feeling. Outdoor bathroom. There is also an indoor bathroom with a rain shower, and you have this separate shower outside and also a bathtub. A rooftop terrace. This is for all the 1-bedroom villas. There is a rooftop. The other villas, they have a balcony, and this is a view of the 2-bedroom villa. So it has the same concept of having a separate living room unit. It just has 2 bedrooms on different floors. And we have also a 5-bedroom villa. And here we have additionally a kitchen. We have also children bedding, and all the floor plans of all the villas, they are available on our website in our fact sheet. So please don't hesitate to ask as well. And a couple of minutes ago, I was mentioning that we have just built new garden villas, and this is very exciting because they're 100% solar powered. They have the same amenities as the other villas. They're very large. They have the AC, of course, all the amenities, and either a hot tub or a pool. All of this completely powered by solar energy. And this is something we have developed specifically for the hotel to be able to provide this kind of sustainable stay in Zanzibar. I mentioned earlier we have a butler service. Of course, we have concierge also. We'll organize all the activities, high-speed optic fiber Wi-Fi. So my family comes originally from technology, so the Wi-Fi was a really important part, and we always make sure that our guests have access to a very high speed. We have air conditioned, the laundry, family-friendly activities, security, and much, much more. And the bespoke experiences. So how does a day in Zanzibar White Sand look like? What can you do there? So we start in the morning with sunrise experience. So we are located on the East Coast, and the sun rises from the ocean. So you can see every day a beautiful sunrise. And so we are serving, and it's complimentary, sparkling wine, fresh tea and fresh pastries, tea and coffee, fresh fruit juices, and so on. We also have included in our rates a lot of different activities. You can rent beach bicycles, including the electric beach bicycles with the fat tires. We have crystal kayaks, hobby catamaran, stand-up paddles, a fitness room, pools, even though every villa has their private pool for most of them, and spa amenities such as the hot tub, infrared sauna, and the steam room. We have also games, game room, family amenities, and so on. And a couple years ago, we added scheduled activities. So all our guests are invited. We have a calendar, a schedule for the week. We have movie nights, yoga classes, Swahili and cultural lesson, which I really love. We have also the cooking class. In Zanzibar, it's so beautiful because you don't have much light pollution, so you can see this night sky with beautiful stars. So we have telescopes as well that our guests can take in their villas, or we can set them up on the rooftop bar as well. So lots of different options for activities. We have a tennis court as well, a spa. We can organize floating breakfasts or picnics or private settings as per our guest preferences. Really, our most important point is to make every stay tailored and personalized. The kite surfing, I'm always very excited to share that we have our own kite surfing and water sports center, because the idea of Zanzibar White Sand came from our family just being big into kite surfing, and it's actually a very beautiful top world-class spot to do kite surfing. So you can learn, you can practice. The conditions are perfect for learning, for beginners, but also for practicing and so. And our location, Zanzibar White Sand, is 1 kilometer away from the nearest village on either side. And so it means that we also don't have much crowds on the water. We just have a few passing persons, but really all the people that are using the beach in front of White Sand is just our guests. And our water sports center is quite small in order to make sure that we're very safe and can guarantee this beautiful experience, relaxing. We have a spa that we have renovated 2 years ago. We have also added a hair and nail salon, which is quickly becoming a favorite of all the expats in Zanzibar. We have infrared sauna, a steam room, hot tub, and all massages, of course, facials, and so. For families, we have different options. So because we have a few accommodations that have family rooms or interconnected rooms, we don't have an age restriction. I think our earliest, the youngest guest was 3 weeks old. We have all the baby amenities. We do not have a kids club, but we do have babysitting, so we can organize that. And we have a children paddling pool, playground, games room, and for older kids also darts, ping pong, chess, you name it. We organize, of course, also weddings, events, special attentions, floating breakfasts. And for dining, we have two restaurants. So I'm very happy to say that we have just completely renovated our beach restaurant. It's much bigger, it's beautiful, it has 70 covers, and we serve breakfast there. We also serve lunch on the beach because you have the beautiful view. And for dinner, we serve it at our main restaurant we call Doors to Zanzibar. And here you'll find, and it's a la carte throughout all the restaurants, but we also have a set menu proposal in the evening for dining. So it's always local, seasonal, kind of ocean to table, 24/7 room service. We also have live entertainment a couple times per week. And our rates, they include half board, so breakfast and dinner. And we have an all-inclusive supplement as well. And we also have bars. So we have three of them for different times of the day. The lounge bar is open all day. You'll find there a pool table, a library, delicious smoothies and cocktails. The sunset bar is perfect for evening because you do see the sunset. So it's a very nice for a sundowner. And then at the beach, the kite bar, and we have umbrella service. So all the umbrellas have a button and you can just order from there as well. And outside of the hotel, Zanzibar has a lot to offer. So we can organize excursions such as walking on a sandbank. We can snorkel and dive, of course. The best spot is 15 minutes away. I'm often asked if you can snorkel from the beach in the hotel. So technically you can, and we also have the snorkeling gear available complimentary for the guests. However, because it's pure white sand in front of us, you won't find a lot of fishes. So the best place to go is 15 minutes drive away from the hotel, and we'll take our guests there for a beautiful lagoon experience. Stone Town is a must-do while in Zanzibar. It's at least half a day, I would say. You can shop, you can explore. It's very historically rich and culturally rich. So I always suggest to go there and have an excursion. Juzani Forest with the monkeys, it's 10 minutes away from the hotel, and there is a mangrove forest as well. The Rock restaurant is exciting and very Instagrammable, as you can see. It's an Italian restaurant on a rock in the ocean. So at White Sand, what we offer is the guests being picked up in front of the hotel by boat. Then they would go snorkeling and then having lunch or dinner at the rock and then coming back by the road. And this is very popular. One of my favorite, the Seaweed Center. So all our cosmetics, they are made by these, what we call them mamas in Zanzibar. And it's a project, it's a company that employs them to enable for financial independence. And the cosmetics are absolutely beautiful, based on seaweed. So you really cannot make more local. And our guests are invited also to come and visit and meet them. So it's really special to be able to see who and how was your shampoo made, your conditioner in room, and learn more about this. Maloom Cave is a kind of a well-kept secret of Zanzibar. It's 5 minutes drive from the hotel, and it's very beautiful. I don't remember if the water is sweet or salty. I'm guessing salty, but you have this cave where you can swim, and you can also privatize it. So you can privatize it for a couple hours, just have picnic with your family, and it's nice to also, if you have a lot of days at the beach, to just do something else also and be in this more shaded area. And safaris, I'm sure you all know, we're quite close to the safaris. It's great for a combination and easy to get to. So you can fly directly from Zanzibar or to Zanzibar from Serengeti, from different airstrips. And Zanzibar is, of course, always a great combination to a safari, but also a destination on its own. So nowadays, I often say that if you have a direct flight, let's say from Paris to Zanzibar, you can also come and relax for 2-3 days, leave your suitcases in Zanzibar at the hotel, go for a couple days on safari, and then with just a duffel bag, and then come back and have a couple more days and leave back to Europe as well. So this is an option as well. And yeah, last but not least, the specials. So of course, please do contact us for any rates, any questions. I was just excited also to present you because we have a new special. It's stay 3 nights, pay for two. So this will be November, December of this year, and then March and June of next year stay dates. We also have a long stay discount if our guests stay 4 nights or more, and honeymoon offer. They're not the long stay discount is not cumulative with the stay pay, and they're available. The long stay is available all year except for festive. And I think that's all for me. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your presence and your attention today. And I stay available should you have any questions at all.
Awesome. Thank you, Natalia. That was such a great insight into the resort. And also, as you say, Zanzibar, it's such a fascinating destination. Definitely worth considering as a solo destination or post safari. So yes, if you have any questions, do pop them in to the chat box and we can answer them now. I can see a couple of comments here.
Mhm.
Yes, we definitely will be sending out the images. Craig has said, did you show us photos of the deluxe rooms and the cinnamon rooms? Do they no longer exist?
Thanks, Craig, for this question. Excellent question. We actually have deluxe rooms and cinnamon rooms. Today, I just presented more villas because it's more our heart of business. But let me show you how they look like. So the deluxe rooms, to just explain to everyone, we have the 2-bedroom villa and the 5-bedroom villa. And we have this option, and we offer that in the low season and also only 30 days prior to arrival. We have the option of selling each room separately because they are very separate. They're each 55 square meters, so they have a lot of space, and we call this the deluxe rooms. And it's the same in the 5-bedroom villa. So what we call deluxe room will be the same setup here. So it will be a bedroom like this. And they're available 30 days prior to arrival. Always, for any availability request, always do feel free to contact us because we have the live availability link on our website, and we can always check also because we do hold a lot of provisionals, so you just never know. Usually we will have a space or offer you a recommendation. And regarding the cinnamon rooms, I have not included them here. So I mentioned that we have 16 villas and 3 rooms. I'll be happy to, or with Orla, will send you all the Dropbox. You'll find all the room photos. But because we're in the process of renovating them, I prefer to share with you the new pictures that we will have in September. The cinnamon rooms are the 3 rooms that we have, and they each have a private garden and a private hot tub as well. One is double, 2 quadruple.
Awesome. Thank you. Michael has asked, are you able to accommodate gluten-free dining to a celiac safe standard?
Yes, and we also have celiac in my family, so this is also important, very important to ensure. And so yes, absolutely.
Awesome, thank you. Sandra has asked, what kind of travelers are usually attracted to Zanzibar, do you find?
It's a very good question. It really deep. So to Zanzibar is a big question because there's so many different hotel standards and ways of discovering Zanzibar. So I'm more able to tell you about Zanzibar White Sand. We have a lot of honeymooners. We have families as well, bigger families. Because our range of accommodation, we attract different kinds of travelers. Other than that, in Zanzibar, I can tell you also kind of demographics, but we have a lot of French guests. It's our main French and US, and then UK, German, and Europeans. I do know that in Zanzibar there is a lot also of more budget accommodations or all-inclusive accommodations. Those are primarily in the north part of the island, as far as I know. And I think here you'll find like a little bit different nationalities as well.
Lovely, thank you. Celine has asked, what tours can you book? I'm assuming around Zanzibar.
What tours can we book?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can book the tours that I showed earlier. So, for example, going to Malum Cave, going to Stone Town, with the visit, of course, snorkeling, sailing. You can charter a catamaran, swim with the dolphins. Although here I must mention, and if you know about this in Zanzibar, there are places where we can see dolphins, and this is a very kind of popular activity, but we find that this is not ethical in the way we want to provide it. It's stressing for the dolphins, it's not nice for the environment. So we propose a different a different way of exploring that is further away, has maybe less chance of seeing dolphins, but much more ethical and more in line with our values. And one tour that I didn't show, but I would like to mention is also Trumbe Island, which is very nice because they only allow, I think, 17 people per day on this island. And it's the only marine, excuse me, natural reserve, sorry for that, in Zanzibar.
Lovely, thanks so much. And another question from Celine, how do you work with check-in and check-out times due to the late flights?
Sorry. Uh, for the check, so our check-in is at 2, our checkout is at 11. We have a lot of very early flights that arrive way before 2. We have a lot of late flights that leave at 10, 11. We really work on case by case. So we will always offer you to book a late checkout, and at Zanzibar White Sand, to guarantee it, it's one night accommodation, so it's 100% of the rate. And if we can also offer subject to availability on arrival or on departure. And in that case, we'll offer a very flexible, much lower rate, or depending on the case. Also, we're happy to work with you to identify if we can offer. Of course, if we have the space and we have lots of availability, we will offer as well.
Lovely, thank you. I cannot see any more questions, but if anything does come to your head after the webinar, do just pop us a note at Smaller Marketing or Natalia, and we will get back to you. As I said, the presentation has been recorded, and we will be sending it out in a follow-up towards the end of the week, with everything that you will need to sail Zanzibar White Sands. But thank you again for joining us for this webinar, and thank you, Natalia, for a lovely presentation. Yes, hopefully we'll see you at our next webinar, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.